Now we move on to the breakdown of episode 174. Before watching, please hit the like button. It really helps a lot. Just as both sides were about to draw their swords, a red light flashed in the distant sky. A streak of fire shot toward them like lightning. The movements of Marquis Nanlong and the others froze. Monk Maguan waved his hand, catching the transmission talisman. After reading it, he exclaimed in surprise. He then passed the message to the monk in green robes. The latter's face changed dramatically. After whispering a few words, both turned heavy gazes toward Han Li. Han Li remained calm on the surface, but inwardly guessed it was related to the severe injury he had inflicted on the wood attribute elder. After exchanging glances, the two monks turned into red and green streaks of light and rapidly retreated. Though Marquis Nanlong and the others were stunned, no one pursued them. Soon, both vanished over the horizon. Wang Tiangu asked Han Li with a half-smile, "Fellow Taoist Han, those two seem to fear you greatly. Do you know them?" Han Li replied calmly, "I don't. This is my first time on the Mulan grasslands." Marquis Nanlong frowned slightly, then said, "No matter. Let's quickly remove the restriction and take the treasures. We can't stay here long." Everyone silently agreed not to pursue the topic, and following Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder, turned into escaping lights and flew away. They skirted the edge of the grasslands, heading west. Half a day later, they arrived at a small, barren stone mountain. Spiritual energy was scarce here. Not a blade of grass grew. Without Marquis Nanlong leading the way, this place would have been hard to find. Marquis Nanlong said gravely, "This is it. Fellow Taoist Yun and I will first disable the static restriction. The rest of you follow closely." He and the white-robed elder each took out a small flag, one glowing green, the other shrouded in yellow mist. Both clearly extraordinary items. They began chanting incantations. The flags glowed, trembled on their own, then flew from their hands and embedded into the stone mountain. Moments later, the ground shook. Everyone staggered. Han Li tensed inwardly. The small stone mountain split with a thin vertical fissure from top to bottom. Soft, white light poured out, as if the mountain was about to split in two. Seeing this, Han Li and the others gasped involuntarily, growing even warier of the divine abilities of Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder capable of cleaving mountains. Outwardly, everyone remained composed, but no one knew their true thoughts. The weakest, Wang Chan and Yan Ruyan, turned pale and silently stood behind Wang Tiangu, not daring to speak. Han Li coldly glanced at them, deciding inwardly, until the treasures appear, he couldn't act against Wang Chan. As Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder continued chanting, the stone mountain fully split, forming a massive crevice over 10 zhang wide. Inside revealed a blue stone staircase leading underground. The excited white-robed elder called everyone and stepped into the crevice first. Marquis Nanlong followed with a smile. Han Li thought to himself, "This white-robed elder doesn't seem simple. Even Marquis Nanlong relies on him." The others noticed this too, but each harbored their own schemes and silently followed. Moonstones embedded on both sides of the staircase emitted white light. But the deeper they went, the dimmer the light became, the passage colder and gloomier, truly sinister. Han Li cautiously kept distance from the black-faced monk ahead, ready for sudden attacks. The others wisely did the same. The group spread out over 10 zhang. Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder ignored this and strode forward confidently. Finally, they reached a massive hall, 100 zhang deep. The walls shimmered with blue light, crystal clear, as if carved from a giant emerald. Magnificent. However, when Han Li scanned with divine sense, it couldn't penetrate the walls. Clearly, a powerful restriction was in place. The others noticed the anomaly too and frowned, sensing trouble. As everyone examined the hall, it suddenly shook. The entrance passage vanished, replaced by the same blue wall. The hall became a death trap. The black-faced monk accused Marquis Nanlong, but the latter calmly explained. The restriction activated automatically. The mountain resealed. In 3 days, when the restriction weakens, they could open it again. No need to worry. Though doubtful, seeing Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder trapped too, everyone temporarily relaxed. The old woman suddenly offered to sacrifice a treasure to break the restriction, demanding first pick of rewards. Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder, surprised, gladly agreed. The others, displeased, did not object. With permission, the old woman sacrificed a fiery red cone. It emitted blinding golden light, releasing waves of scorching flames that instantly filled the hall. Wang Chan and Yan Ruyan, weakest in cultivation, activated defenses. The old woman controlled the cone, making it fly at astonishing speed. White electric arcs flashed inside, clearly an ancient treasure of dual thunderfire nature. The speed shocked everyone. Han Li was inwardly alarmed. If used against an enemy, even a Nascent Soul cultivator could hardly dodge. He thought, against it, besides thunderstorm wings, defense would be nearly impossible. The old woman coldly pointed, uttering, "Go!" Red-white light flashed, the thunderfire cone shot toward the blue wall. Thunder and flames exploded fiercely on the surface, but the wall remained unscathed. Han Li narrowed his eyes, inwardly shocked. The thunderfire cone's power was immense. The old woman muttered, "Against the Taimiao restriction, it seems insufficient." As expected, the attack failed. Though disappointed, Marquis Nanlong politely invited others to try. Unwilling to yield, the old woman snorted coldly. That was just a probe. She then used stronger means, spinning the thunderfire cone at tremendous speed. Flames and thunder intertwined, forming ominous crimson arcs. Everyone exchanged shocked glances, wondering about the treasure's true power. The old woman struck again, uttering, "Break." The cone with crimson arcs pierced the wall surface, slowly penetrating. Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder lit up with hope. The others felt mixed emotions, anticipation and tension. However, when the cone penetrated one chi, the blue light intensified. Countless white light threads surged from within, wrapped the cone, and yanked tight. Boom! The thunderfire cone exploded instantly and vanished. The blue wall calmed. The old woman paled, full of regret and fury. The hard-won ancient treasure destroyed, her heart ached unbearably. Still, she composed herself, bitterly smiled, and told everyone she was powerless, inviting others to try. Marquis Nanlong sighed and looked at Wang Tiangu and the rest. After witnessing the fate, all hesitated inwardly and declined. Wang Tiang, though a formation master, knew he was helpless against such an ancient restriction and stayed silent. In the quiet, Han Li suddenly said calmly, "Han is not particularly talented, but I would like to try." Everyone turned in shock. Marquis Nanlong, surprised, gladly consented. Han Li approached the blue wall, first testing with his bamboo sword, no effect, then pressed his full palm against it, as if sensing something. The others wondered but did not interrupt. A faint blue light flickered in Han Li's pupils, probing the wall's secret. After a quarter hour, he exhaled, took out a dozen small flags, released azure essence, suspending them in air. The white-robed elder asked in surprise, "Fellow Taoist Han is also versed in formations? Do you understand the Taimiao restrictions mystery?" Han Li replied calmly, "I wouldn't say I understand deeply. I once studied similar ancient formations. I'll give it a try." He began setting the formation. Under divine sense control, flags moved smoothly opposite the wall. Everyone held their breath, watching if he could break the Taimiao restriction. Han Li formed hand seals. The dozen flags facing the wall shifted, forming a seemingly chaotic but profoundly mysterious array. He chanted, sending seals one after another, precisely hitting the flags. They vibrated, emitting 5-colored light. Light threads shot out, linking into an unusual formation. Wang Tiangu, Marquis Nanlong, and other formation experts frowned. It seemed familiar, but they couldn't grasp its essence, secretly pondering. Han Li gave them no time. He shouted softly, his body erupting in blinding white light. Everyone instinctively closed eyes, then shielded with spiritual power and reopened them. To their amazement, the flag formation had perfectly merged into the blue wall, as if always part of it. Marquis Nanlong and the white-robed elder showed unrestrained joy, trusting Han Li more. Wang Tiang's expression shifted briefly, then returned to calm. Wang Chan behind him looked complicated. Yan Ruyan furrowed her brows as if doubting something. Han Li stepped closer, pressed both palms to the wall. Fingers emitted pure azure light. The wall formation responded. 5-colored radiance burst from the center, gradually filling the wall, dazzling. Everyone watched entranced. Han Li moved to another wall, repeated the setup, embedding the formation. This time prepared, all clearly saw the process, marveling at Han Li's restriction-breaking skill. He treated all 4 walls similarly. It took half an hour. Everyone waited patiently, knowing ancient restrictions take time. Han Li's composure reassuring them. Finished, Han Li stood in the hall center, took out a turquoise array plate, sent complex seals. The plate resonated with the 4 walls' radiance. Chaotic light aligned, unified. Finally, blazed brightly. Han Li softly said, "Break!" Radiance surged, a piercing hum sounded. Then everything shattered with a boom. The hall darkened. In astonishment, everyone found blue walls gone, replaced by ordinary blue stone walls, one embedded with a tall stone door. Marquis Nanlong, delighted, praised Han Li's supreme formation mastery and promised first treasure pick, then waved his sleeve, opening the door. Everyone entered. Behind was a grander hall. Center, exquisite 2-story white jade pavilion. Before it on an altar, faintly glowing silver-white scroll. All assumed treasures inside. The Yun surnamed elder cautiously used a white box, lifted and unrolled the scroll. It showed a Confucian scholar with sword on back, gazing skyward. Attempts to activate with mantras, no reaction. Marquis Nanlong suggested storing it for now. No objections. They bypassed the altar and approached the pavilion. Marquis Nanlong pushed the door. Blinding spiritual light poured out, all briefly blinded. Adjusting, they saw, first floor held 3 blackwood shelves, countless glowing rare treasures, all burned with desire, but restrained, slowly entering to examine. Shelves in 3 rows, center floor, everything visible. First row, 16 ancient treasures and artifacts of varied glows. Second, rare materials of different shapes, colors. Fist-sized iron chunks, blood-red gem-like stones. Third, small vials, clearly rarest pills. Standing before shelves, outwardly calm, eyes betrayed greed. Han Li, as always, expressionless, indifferently scanned items. His attention drew to outside shelves. Window-side pot of vibrant green herb and meditation mat. He started toward them, but a white figure flashed. White-robed elder grabbed the mat first, examining closely. Han Li headed straight to the herb. As he observed, a soft, female voice sounded behind. Yan Ruyan. She said the herb was yin spirit grass, rare for yin cold pills. Han Li calmly replied, valuable only at century age. This one's too old, lost potency. Yan Ruyan tried conversation, wanting to resolve feud with her husband. Han Li coldly, our sects are enemies from the start, nothing to discuss. Then Marquis Nanlong called to gather for first floor distribution. He announced, divide into 8 shares. Ancient treasures, artifacts vary in power, choose yourselves. Outwardly calm, inwardly scheming, eventually divided. Han Li chose bamboo tube ancient treasure, took materials and pills too. Yin spirit grass and mat ignored, left on floor. Done? All ascended to second floor. Stepping in, sandalwood aroma enveloped. Eyes met niche with 3-headed, 6-armed, single-horned demon statue. Fierce, lifelike, evoking awe. Before niche, small fiery red furnace, white smoke rising, sandalwood source. Han Li recognized the demon instantly, identical to his suspicious Vajra Saint fragment. His heart pounded. He quickly looked away, scanning the rest. Left of niche, desk with inkstone brush bamboo slips. Right, cold-emitting blue jade bed. Head, 3 jade boxes. White-robed elder flashed to bed, reached for a box. Fingers nearing, black ray shot, forcing retreat. Cold voice expressed displeasure. Attacker, flowing-robed Wang Tiangu. He calmly asked Yun Elder, planning only boxes, forsaking others. Yun Elder calmed, sharply replied, first check if boxes hold value. Wang Tiangu noted, boxes likely most precious, possibly Cangkun's techniques, or Fallen Devil Valley secret. Unfair giving 2 first pick to opening. Old woman unexpectedly supported Wang Tiangu. Marquis Nanlong's aura exploded, forcing Wang Tiang and old woman back half-step. Tension rose. Black-faced and U-surname monks sided with Wang Tiangu. 2 opposing groups formed. Marquis Nanlong sensed trouble, asked when they allied. Wang Tiang admitted, secret meeting before departure, anticipating disputes, prepared plan. Marquis Nanlong eyed Han Li, trying recruitment. Han Li neutral. Whatever decided, he won't oppose. Assured, Marquis Nanlong coldly smiled, preparing confrontation. But Yun Elder suddenly betrayed, striking Marquis Nanlong. Silver wheel lightning fast, hit chest, shattering golden protection. Marquis Nanlong gravely wounded, but alive. In rage, accused Yun of selling to Wang Tiangu. Yun coldly, can't let Marquis Nanlong leave, endless trouble otherwise. Yu surnamed, smilingly released flying knives, preparing to finish him. Wang Tiangu turned to Han Li, offered joint attack, promised share. But Han Li wary, might be used as scapegoat. Kept distance, no clear answer. Marquis Nanlong coldly smiled, advised Han Li against Wang Tiang's false promises, offered alliance to escape. Tension peaked again. Yun attacked, suddenly, cornering Marquis Nanlong. Wang Tiangu and others surrounded, intent on ending him. Han Li faced choice, inwardly vigilant, awaiting escape chance. Thanks everyone for support. If you liked it, subscribe. See you next week.